It's not a party. It's not a pastime. Pool is now a sport. The International Pool Tour presents the North American Open 8-Ball Championship from Las Vegas. The world's greatest players versus the sport's legendary Hall of Famers versus the game's most lethal hustlers. They've all come to play in the most grueling and pressurized 8-ball challenge ever. For the biggest payday in pool history, over $2 million in prize money. They've come for the cash. They've come for the glory. They've come to the International Pool Tour. Real pool, real rules, real money.
Welcome to Q Sports History in the Making and the new era of professional pool. Hi, I'm Matt Vasgersian, and this is the International Pool Tour's North American Open 8-Ball Championship from Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm here with pool legend Mike the Mouth Siegel and IPT founder Kevin Trudeau. And gentlemen, this is indeed the highest stakes showdown in pool history.
Well, absolutely, Matt. You know, 200 of the most accomplished and best players in the world started this round-robin tournament. They faced both the toughest competition and the most grueling playing conditions ever. A slower cloth on every table makes every shot really tough, tighter pockets, plus you're playing upwards of 10 hours a day. So suddenly here at the IPT, players have to be in shape and focus and in dead stroke or they're gone.
That's very true, and with over $2 million on the line, the pressure is enormous. None of these players have ever played for this sort of money under this sort of worldwide attention. The International Pool Tour has definitely made pool into a sport. And I think in a lot of ways it's the toughest sport going because every shot, every inch on the table is a crucial one.
Well, we're here at round 2 of this momentous tournament, and there have already been a number of surprises and big-name players knocked out of the running. Hall of Famers like Champagne Ed Kelly, Machine Gun Lou Butera, Eva Lawrence, and trickshot marvel Mike Massey all have been swept out of the tournament by younger players in round 1. Advancing through to this round, players such as Corey Cash Money Duell, Raj Hundell, and Earl the Pearl Strickland, often his own worst enemy, but on a roll, so to speak, thus far here in Vegas. And then there's Mike the Mouth, who after going undefeated in round 1, fell short here in round 2. Mike, you beat your old nemesis, Laurie John Jones, but came up short against the Filipino superstar, Marvelous Marlon Manalo, and lost 8-5 in the race to 8. And that's what propelled you back with us here in the booth.
Well, there are worse places to be, but I'd rather still be playing. It's a tough format, and if you make a little bit of a mistake, you're out.
Well, Mike, you're out. But here's a quick look at some of the pool masters who are still in, alive and well, and gunning for the biggest prize money in the history of the sport.
Johnny the Scorpion Archer. The Rocket, Ronnie O'Sullivan. G-Force, Gerda Hofstadter. Earl the Pearl Strickland.
Here are the International Pool Tour rules. The game is 8-ball. Traditional tough tournament conditions apply. The pockets are 4.5 tight inches. The table has a slow nap cloth. You must call ball and pocket, no slop. You must break from the box. No breaking from the side rail allowed. The winner continues the break. The matches are a race to 8. The first player to win 8 games wins the match.
Okay, back at the International Pool Tour, round 2 action. Let's go to the table for a marquee matchup. Pool great Johnny the Scorpion Archer from Twin City, Georgia, versus the Rocket Ronnie O'Sullivan, the snooker legend from Chigwell, Essex in the UK. And guys, for those that don't know their Q Sports in and out, what is snooker and what advantages might a snooker master like O'Sullivan have in 8-ball?
Snooker, that's a little different game than pocket billiards. The table's played on a little bigger table, and the pockets are actually a little smaller. But probably the biggest advantage a snooker player has is pocketing balls. They learn to make a shot on a very tough pocket, so that's a big advantage.
Well, in this matchup of pool versus snooker greats, Archer has the advantage here, 5 games to 1. It's a race to 8, so it's crucial O'Sullivan tries to make his run now.
That was a pretty good break there by Johnny, but he didn't pocket a ball again.
Boy, and Ronnie's got a nice open table, too. I've actually met him for the first time at this tournament. He's a very nice guy and a phenomenal talent. Great player.
Well, because he plays snooker and the table is so much bigger, it's what, 6 by 12?
Yeah, 6 by 12 table. It's a little different game than pocket billiards. Pocket billiards is more offense, where snooker is partly defense and offense. So they're different games, different strokes. I mean, the snooker players, I think, have a big advantage with pocketing balls, but they don't move the cue ball around as well as an American player.
Now,
So
explain, Mike, this table, none of the balls are clumped together, so it's a pretty open table, isn't it?
There.
Now, this is a crucial game for Ronnie because he's 2-2 right now. Johnny is 3-1. So if Johnny wins this game, he is guaranteed to go on. Ronnie really has to win this game. Otherwise, it's a crapshoot based on his win percentage. He may or may not get knocked out of the tournament right here.
Yes, and you don't want to be in a position where you have to have the luck factor. I mean, if he wins the match, he's probably guaranteed in. But if he loses it, like you said, there's a possibility he may get eliminated. So, and he's playing the game like he has to win the match.
So you sound like a college football coach talking about the BCS computer.
Yes. He actually made a pretty good shot there. He got a little lucky, bumped the ball. This guy's a fantastic player, and like I said, see, he got perfect. Look how perfect that is. See, that's the only ball that he really had a problem with. Now he has you can see it again here. He follows the cue ball down. Watch this. That's the touch of pool. People just don't realize how it looks easy, but when a guy executes a shot, it's something. Now he's just pretty much looking where he wants to play the next stripe, and then the 8's pretty open, so he looks pretty good this wreck. Now, see, he's settling for a little tougher shot, which to an American, this would look tough. Well, he's playing it in the side pocket. The snooker players make shots that are unbelievable, ones that we'd still be looking at, and they just shoot them in like nothing because psychologically the pockets just look so much bigger to them.
This is for the win.
And the 30-year-old Brit, Rocket Ronnie O'Sullivan, chips away at the Scorpions' lead. It's now 5-2 in this round 2 matchup. You're at the International Pool Tour. Real pool, real rules, real money.
And a lot of it, more than $2 million at stake.
Back at the International Pool Tour, the most dramatic stage in pool history, Johnny the Scorpion Archer, 9-time Player of the Year in an 8-ball confrontation with Ronnie O'Sullivan, a player who began his illustrious snooker career at age 7. Let's hear more about and from the Rocket, who's playing in his first major 8-ball pool event here at the IPT.
New scene. I'm enjoying the thought of getting used to a new game, and I'm picking it up a little bit slowly. I'm on a journey. It's a new sport. It's a new cue sport. It's like Mike Tyson trying to get in with them wrestlers or people that can kick and fight. You know, that's what it's like for me. You know, I'm used to going to a tournament and knowing that I'm one of the top players to beat there. I haven't felt that here this week. I've been kind of like it's like starting all over again. That's kind of been a little bit funny to get used to. It's always been my dream to come to America. Big pool scene here at the moment, and it's been fantastic for me. You know, it's amazing. You know, and it's just great to be part of it.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, clearly one of the UK's most popular athletes, is a force to be reckoned with here at the International Pool Tour. He trails Johnny Archer here in round 2, 5-2, but has the break.
Now, what do you think of that break, Mike?
I kind of made a snicker there, but he actually was supposed to come to Florida and get some break lessons from me. He hits them good, but there's just no power there. You know, he tries to break with his hand, not his body. Something he has to work on. But I'll tell you what, if this guy ever gets a good break, which he will, he's going to be awesome on this tour.
Didn't pocket a ball.
Yeah, that's the worst thing in the world is to break, open the balls up nice, and not pocket a ball. But Johnny Archer really does not have anything really easy. The balls are a little clumped together, even though nothing is really tied up. And he has to start with an opening shot that's, you can see what he's shooting at right here. He elected to take solids, and he actually got a little careless there. He was playing for that ball.
What was that?
See where the cue ball's next to? Watch how bad he hits this shot. He cuts the 2 a little too much, and the cue ball just drifts. It could stop almost anywhere there and gets right on top of the solid, and now he's actually in trouble.
5 on the side.
5 on the side. This is the kind of shot you don't want to be shooting over a ball, and they're playing foul on all balls, which if he touches any ball, that's lost a shot automatically. He makes a good shot there.
2 difficult shots to start the rack.
Sometimes that happens. Take it from me. I'm a master at that one. That a lot of times, even with 15 balls on a table, you do not have an easy shot to start with. He has some problems here as far as the balls on the right. You got the 2 and the 6 ball. And he's looking at that now. I believe he's going to play that ball by the corner pocket, the red ball, and let the cue ball kind of, well, actually he's going to cut the 2 in, which is a smart shot right now, even though it's a tough shot. He has the ball by the pocket, so if he does hit this a little bad, it should go off. Well, he hit that very bad. He really hit that bad. He really didn't have a very tough shot with that other ball hanging there. You can see it again. All he's got to do is cut this ball, and he has a protector, the orange ball. But you can see he hit it so bad, he actually hit the other side. So he's given Ronnie O'Sullivan a good opportunity here.
Well, again, Ronnie really has to win this match to guarantee that he moves on. He may move on if he loses this match because it's a round-robin format.
Oh, look what he did there. Wow. See, that's the slow cloth. He just assumed that ball would reach.
Yeah, see, people have to realize we're using...
I don't know about that one there, partner. I don't know about that one.
Johnny Archer makes a comment. He actually hits the shot, would have gone in, it didn't reach. Yeah, I don't think Ronnie O'Sullivan was really paying attention to the speed of that shot. This is a pretty tough shot right here. Oh.
Did he call that one?
Yes, he did call that. That was a very tough shot. Watch, he plays...
So you have to call the ball and the pocket.
Yes, but what he does is he hits the lip, kisses it off that ball, and makes it, which was a great shot. But he still has a problem with the green ball. See by the side pocket, he got the 2 stripe balls and the green ball. He still has a problem with that, and the 8 ball does not lay well. So he's got a lot of work cut out for him, this wreck. No, I don't know if I didn't like that shot either. I think he's kind of went into one of these lapses, like brain lock, they call it. He's playing the 6 up in the corner. Watch this. This is a pretty tough shot right here now.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's the tight pockets again.
Right, now you've been playing on these for the last couple of days.
Yes.
These are the diamond tables. It's the finest pool table made in the world. But these are the tournament tables, which have the toughest conditions. The pockets you see right there are much smaller than recreational tables.
10 in the corner.
He's actually opened the door pretty good for, you can't take a guy like this, even though the score's 5-2. Ronnie O'Sullivan can easily still win this match.
This is a much easier looking table for Ronnie O'Sullivan at this point.
11 in the corner.
Yeah, what happens is when your opponent makes 2 or 3 balls and leaves you a shot, look at the perfect position on that
He's got a whole
ball.
series of shots.
Yeah, and what happens is that's an 8 ball. That's what happens when you make 2 or 3 of your balls and miss or make a mistake. Your opponent always has a pretty good layout.
15 in the corner.
Now, being a snooker player, you'll notice that his bridge, Mike, he uses an open bridge.
Yes. But he does not power the cue ball. Now, he does not what we call power the cue ball. He pretty much hits everything with a medium speed and doesn't do anything dramatic with the cue ball, so therefore he can shoot with an open bridge. But that's what he's used to doing. In snooker, all shots are shot with an open bridge.
14 inside.
Look how fast he plays. He actually ran, in 5 minutes, ran a perfect rack of snooker, which is unbelievable. In 5 minutes. That's just amazing to me. A little tougher shot than he would like, but to him, this is like a piece of cake.
England's Ronnie O'Sullivan finesses a win and cuts Johnny Archer's lead to 5-3. We'll return with more 8-ball action. It's 8-ball at its best here at the International Pool Tour, where pool is now a sport.
Airborne.
So Ronnie O'Sullivan loses the break here in this big round 2 matchup. In fact, I think the cue ball might have knocked somebody out in the first row.
You can see what he did here. He put the cue ball right in the middle of all those balls because he has cue ball in hand. The 6, the green ball, is the toughest ball in that whole setup. And you can see what he did. He opened the balls up nicely. He still has a little problem with the blue ball, the 2. But the balls are fairly open, so, you don't really know what's going to happen yet. He has to get on a couple key balls.
Well, the pressure here has got to be more than these pool players have ever dealt with. I mean, you were here the first 2 days. They're playing for $2 million.
Tell me about it.
Money.
Yeah, my stroke got a little weak, too, throughout the week there. But I performed well, but just it wasn't right for me that particular time. Look at this.
Ooh.
Wow. You can't take anything for granted on these pockets. They are the tightest pockets I've ever played on.
Well, the diamond tables are probably the finest made table in the world, but they are tournament condition tables specifically designed for the IPT with those very tight pockets. You have to be accurate. You're not going to make balls easy on these tables with this cloth.
Well, it's like playing the U.S. Open golf tournament. I mean, if you make a mistake, you're going to pay a big penalty for it. You have to hit each shot precise, and you must play good position. And, you know, it's very difficult. He hit that a little harder than he would have liked.
Might shoot it now, I guess.
See, he's kind of talking to himself. You see the 7 ball, I'm looking way ahead, but the reason he even took solids, if you look at the
These are the
Stay true
IPT.
table.
These are the IPT balls. Are made specifically for the
Seven
IPT.
I love the balls. They're heavy. They act good. They cut very well. This is a pretty tough shot right here. Oh, he's rolling it in. Now,
Boy, he is really having his way with those. I mean, you said it earlier. There's not an easy shot with the tight pockets. This is like, and we've seen it a lot, like the Masters champion golfer who will rattle run in the pocket and have it lay there and then go back to his corner and curse the conditions like the golfer would curse the rain.
well, he's got a problem here. You see he's going to play the orange ball. He must get on the blue ball right now, and I think he's going to run into – now, see, he's in huge trouble again. He tried to bump that ball more solid. I believe he can cut this in, but it's not exactly what he wanted.
4 in the corner.
Yeah, he's got a very tough cut shot here. And then anything can happen. He's liable to hit a ball. I mean, this is kind of a gamble here. He may hit that straight ball, and there's no telling what could happen. I think he's feeling a lot of pressure. I know Johnny Archer's game. Yeah, he's going to have a little problem with the cue ball control and cutting this in. You can see he doesn't like it.
Check out the Vulcan mind probe he's doing with his fingers there.
Oh!
He actually made a great shot there. He played the cue ball to come on that side of the table. He cut the ball in, and the cue ball hit the straight ball, and he played for it to come up table like that. That was a big game, boy.
On the side.
That's a big game there. 5-3 or 5-4 or 6-3. That's one of those what we call huge games in a race to 8. He makes a nice shot there too.
I don't know that he's had an easy shot on this table.
No. He's got one now, though, the 8 in the side. He's smiling now.
This puts him up.
The sting of the Scorpion. Johnny Archer runs the table and takes a 6-3 lead in the race to 8. You're watching round 2 action of the International Pool Tour, the IPT North American Open 8-Ball Championship. $2 million plus on the line tonight. Back poolside at the International Pool Tour. While we were away, Johnny Archer took game 10. It's now 7-3. Archer leading Ronnie O'Sullivan. Johnny on the hill in this race to 8 as O'Sullivan racks here for game 11. Let's go to Rebecca Grant with pool fan and pool wife Melanie Archer.
I'm here with Melanie Archer. So tell us, what's the best thing and the worst thing about being married to a pool player?
The best thing is that I like to say that he is still a professional athlete. A lot of people ask me, being a pool player, do you make good money? Yes, he does. But the worst thing is when he loses a match, even though he's a great player, he's a world champion, he still feels like he should win everything. And I have to, kind of see him be down. That's the only bad thing about it.
But then you're there to cheer him up.
Exactly. That's the good part.
All right, great, thanks. Back up to you guys.
Thanks.
Well, here's Johnny on the hill.
Now watch this break. Now there's a break.
That's a big league break there, pal. Wow.
Very significantly different than Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Yes,
man.
yes. And over a period, and we're seeing it again, watch this. That is power. See, he takes the side pocket out of play, hit him so hard and solid that if the cue ball went to a side rail, he was above the side pocket, so the threat of scratching is out of there.
3 ball in the corner.
Now, Johnny has he's got a pretty open table here. He's elected to take the solids. They both, now, I don't know what he was doing there exactly. I think he made a little mistake there.
Yeah, I can't believe he designed to kiss the 8 ball there.
I can tell by his, now he's going 4 in the corner. He didn't mean to do that. He meant to hit that a little different. He's got a funny angle here. So he wants to foul this down. I believe he's going to play the 1, the yellow ball next. He's going to try and roll this down.
Let me ask you a strategy question,
Look
Mike.
what he did there.
After a break, do you look for, when you're diagramming your table, do you look for the least amount of trouble, or do you look for the easiest path?
No, you always look for immediately you look for the trouble spots, because if the balls are open, you should run out, theoretically, but you always look to see where the problems are and try and eliminate them as quickly as possible. At least that's what I try and do. He actually got careless on this. He played that ball in the corner, fouled down. He cut it a little wider than he would like, and he's got a very tough shot on the 1, which he really, you don't want a shot like this playing 8 ball, because he's got to cut this in. The cue ball is going to kind of go up and down the table. He's got a little too much angle that he would like on this shot.
Again, this is a match game.
Yeah.
Johnny Archer wins this game, and he takes the match.
He probably won't even he may shoot this, but he may play the 7 ball.
Ronnie O'Sullivan very aware of his fate that may not bring him back to the table again in this match.
Yeah, he's got to play the 7. That's a very tough shot. I'll tell you what, on these tables, anything can happen. Made a great shot. We have no idea how tough that shot. On TV, they all look easy, but I'm out there, believe me. That was a very length of the table, just split the wicket, hit it right in the dead, and got perfect on the 6 ball. From here, it's almost academic. He still has problems, but he's probably going to play the green ball, then the orange ball.
Well, if he wins this game, he wins the match, and he's guaranteed to go on into the next round. Ronnie's fate is still up in the air.
Yes. Which is a spot you do not want to be in. You'd rather, create your own destiny.
And there were a lot of people in the UK who thought, because he was one of the greatest snooker players of all time, coming on to pool, they thought that pool was easier, that he would just automatically roll through this tournament.
Right. Well, his break has to improve, but I saw right away, he is a great natural talent, and I think he's going to be a big factor on this tour.
By the way, if you're watching now and you want to watch all of these matches, they are available at www.internationalpooltour.com. You can download and watch all the matches in their entirety, plus instructional DVDs.
Johnny Archer putting on something of a clinic here, speaking of instructional DVDs, as the power facet of his game has really come to light.
He doesn't look happy about something.
No, he's not happy. He tried to foul. See, he got straight on the 2 ball. And the problem is his cue ball is close to the rail. He tried to follow up a little bit more because the 8 only goes in the left-hand corner pocket of our screen. So he actually has a pretty tough angle here.
Great shot.
Sorry.
He picks a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
even when there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Yes,
He imagines a lot of bogeys on the table.
I saw him pick stuff off the floor.
Yeah. You don't want to go to dinner with this guy, I can tell you that right now.
Johnny Archer is just an 8 ball away from giving Good Time Charlie the blues. Ronnie O'Sullivan just about done, and that'll do it. Johnny Archer gets past Ronnie O'Sullivan here at round 2. An 8-3 win. Our Mary Strong is with the Scorpion.
Let's head over here to Johnny. Johnny, congratulations. You really play like you're in the zone, almost like you're not even playing against your opponent. Is that somewhat of your strategy there?
Well, that's what you have to do. Playing guys like Ronnie who, they can say what they want, but Ronnie, you give him an opportunity, he's going to beat you, even though he's not played the game that much. But, you just basically what you have to do playing this game is you just have to run out your opportunities, and I'm getting older, so I'm learning that a little more now. So basically, I just try to do it whenever I get the opportunity is do my best.
Well, congratulations, Johnny. That was a great match. Good luck in the rest of the tournament.
Thank you very much.